We ready? Let's go. What's going on, fight fans? Welcome back to Boxing with Chris. We back again. Talk that boxing again. Another night of boxing. Hope y'all enjoying your Thursday. We here. It's Friday Eve. I got a couple guests going on. Got my boy David from PYP Boxing. So make sure you like and subscribe. To Boxing with Chris. I also got father, trainer, and manager of David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez. He's going to be talking about just a couple things going on in the boxing world, and obviously he's got to break down the fight between the David Benavidez and David Morrell, scheduled for February 1st at the T-Mobile Arena in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas. A great undercard obviously attached to it. Also, we got a big fight week ahead. We got Richardson Hitchens versus Liam Paro in Puerto Rico. We have the tale of the rematches. We have Rafael Espinoza versus Robeisy Ramirez and Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez, both rematches. So it's a good week in boxing. Let's get right to it. We're going to be jumping in. Try to get my boy on the line. And let's see what's going on. Should be joining now. He just told me he's ready. Hope everybody enjoying their Thursday. It's going to be a good day in boxing. Good day. It's going to be a good weekend in boxing. It's going to be a lot of good fights. You know, Matchroom right now has got the good schedule for December. We got the Fury and Usyk rematch also in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. We got a live comment section in here, Reg, or we just got to wait? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, my boy should be joining now.
Yeah, we adding them. We adding them in right now, my boy. We adding them in right now, my boy.
Yes, sir.
So we about to go. We about to go live in 3, 2.
My guy, I can't hear you. Nothing yet.
What about now?
Perfect.
Already. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Feel it, man, bro. You can't see my man in the background, my partner Reggie. But Reggie, if you want to present yourself, obviously Reggie's my partner. Usually, y'all don't usually see it because he's usually the man behind the scenes doing everything. Like how right now he's the one setting everything up right now. So, when was the last time we seen each other, bro? What was it for the Canelo Berlanga?
Nah. It was that.
Michaela Meyer.
Yes,
Michaela
that's what it
Meyer,
was.
yes, Michaela Meyer. That was a fucking long night that night.
That was a long night.
It was a long night. I think it was like 1 o'clock. We still didn't get to no scrums yet. It was a long night that night, man.
Like, yeah, man, dude. And you stayed for the whole. I had to book, bro. After a minute,
I stood for a little bit.
Right?
I still didn't get everything I wanted, but it was just one of them nights where it was just dragged. It was one of those. I was like, let's just get out of here. But what's up with you? How's everything, man?
Shit, chilling, man. Just like tripping out that we got a lot of boxing still left to go in this month, bro. Like December is
December.
gonna be.
I feel like the zone got it. The zone got it right now for this month, but that's what we got to jump into. What you want to get into first? You want to jump into the zone, or you want to jump into the top ranked rematch card? Both, cards are good cards. You got the Puerto Rico, and then you got, the rematch card out there in Arizona.
Yeah. Let's chop it up with the top rank first, man. I like those fights, bro.
So we got the rematch of Robeisy, Ramirez, and Espinoza, 126-pound WBO, the rematch. First time it was in Miami.
Yeah.
Espinoza split decision, catches the knockdown. I believe in the last round, actually catches the knockdown. was down on 2 of the judges' scorecards. So in their eyes, he needed at least the knockdown or the knockdown. Do you think it has to end with somebody hitting the canvas to be a winner, or do you think just a dominant performance by Robeisy could just get it done?
Man, honestly, bro, I can't even call it, dude. This to me still feels like a 50-50 fight. It kind of just depends on who changes the tactics. I think Robeisy, he hurt himself in that first fight, bro. He was going straight for the KO. Once he got that knockdown against Espinosa, he went for the KO the whole way. He kind of abandoned the plan. He was just throwing these hard shots, man. You could see him throwing really hard punches, and I think that tired him out. He wasn't able to keep up pace with Espinosa, he showed a lot of heart in that fight, bro. Espinosa, El Divino, he showed a strong ass chin because he got buzzed a couple times in that fight. Even after the knockdown, he got hurt again, and he was still coming forward and still throwing punches. He had crazy activity, and I think Robeisy couldn't keep up with that, partly because he was throwing too hard, man. He kind of gassed himself out towards the end, and that's how he lost the fight, because he got knocked down in the 12th round. So I think if Robeisy reverts back to boxing, because if you heard his trainer, who's his trainer? Do the homeboy from Cuba? Salas was telling him, go back to boxing. Try to box this guy. Stop trying to knock him out and box him. He was telling him that in the corner. Robeisy wasn't listening, man. He wanted that KO. If Robeisy can chill a little bit and revert back to some boxing and really, I think even go to the body a little bit too, because Espinosa has that long torso, and Robeisy was headhunting a lot. I think if he can go to the body and weaken Espinosa a little bit, he can change the fight. But man, Espinosa is a tough dude, man. And then
I feel like he doesn't fight. It's because he's got the Fundora effect. He doesn't fight to his size for his weight class. He's a very big dude for 126 pounds.
Exactly.
So, but in those last 3 rounds, even though they were all very close rounds, I feel like he fought great for his size, and he started to finally smother Robeisy's punches, because he's, like you said, he's looking for that one left long shot, the southpaw, and he smothered that shot every time it came around late in the fight. And I think he's gonna have to do that the whole fight this time, because you can't leave it up to the judges this time. But then also, when I'm thinking maybe Robeisy's aggression might get to him, considering taking the first loss, so that also might play a part in what's going on here, man. But then we got to get to that main event. Put the picture up, Reggie. My boy Valdez. Put that picture up, Reggie, one more time before we get to the topic. Put the picture up. My boy Valdez. It hurt me to see Valdez like this, man. It hurt me to see him, take Anide. Carlos, what's going on? But when Valdez was ended up, with the hood, that was just a nasty fight. I'm surprised Eddie didn't step in. How did Eddie not step into this fight and stop the fight? I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm surprised. I thought the fight was done, because that eye was shut by the 6th round. It wasn't one of those late, like, the guy got hurt in the 10th. Let's see if we could catch him. No, we fought a whole second half, with that eye. And he took a lot of shots to that eye.
It was like futile too, man, because all Valdez was doing from then on was trying to land the left hook. And he always reversed it. If you see that, he reversed to trying to land the left hook. That's all he was trying to do. And you know what, man? Before this fight, I thought he was going to land it, bro. I really thought Navarrete was open for it. And he was really prepared for it, dude. Navarrete was not going to get caught with the left hook that night. And he did a really good job of defending against it and looking out for it, because Valdez rarely landed it. And when he did, it didn't have the effect that I thought it was going to have. Because Navarrete got hurt. What was it? That dude, Liam Wilson?
Yeah.
He got dropped with a left hook by Liam Wilson. But he was just ready for it with Valdez, man. And, I really, really thought Valdez was going to land it, but he didn't get to do it that time. And this fight right here, I actually don't even know why it's happening, bro. Like, I really don't think it's going to be a different situation. I know that Valdez has that interim title, and so it kind of makes sense for them to do it again in that sense. But I don't know what Valdez can do differently to beat Navarrete. You know what I mean?
How about the stipulations have come down? He just went to 135, and this is a guy that his conditioning has already been on paper, hasn't been the best. Now to come down to 130. So when you look at, I'm looking at a guy, he was trying to be a 4-division world champ. He fails at the task, nothing wrong. But now you got to come down and wait. Now a guy that just had a good performance, nonetheless, the competition might not have been the best, but at least his confidence is high. We all can agree, at least like Valdez confidence is high right now. But another thing I wanted to touch with you, considering this fight, is it me or is it that Eddie tries to teach everybody somehow the way he trains Canelo with the high guard? But it's just he's not Canelo. So obviously it doesn't really, it doesn't really step up to that magnitude, and it looks kind of flat especially when the game plan is not working. And then when he's obviously, to me, he's been the definition of an unorthodox fighter. And we call orthodox. No, he's the definition of an unorthodox, awkward fighter. And I mean that in a more respectful way. His punches come from everywhere. Keeps his head on the line while throwing punches, off the line while throwing punches. He's a unique fighter to study. And I think he's got his hands full. And I'm sorry to say this about this, but if the conditioning is right, I think Valdez gets stopped. I'm sorry. And I love Valdez. I think he gets stopped if the conditioning is like, if you told me right now, Chris, Navarrete is on weight, everything, he had no problems, I'm gonna have to go with the stoppage. And then if we're talking that,
so you say Navarrete is gonna stop Valdez?
If the weight and everything is on point, I'm sorry, but I think I will have to take Navarrete by stoppage. I would have to. I'm sorry, I think I would have to.
I could see it. But you're right, man.
That's the kind of stoppage I see. Maybe him getting pounced on like that. I don't kind of see him hitting the canvas and not getting up. I don't think Navarrete has that kind of power to lay him out. But I could definitely see it kind of like this, just a one-sided ass whooping, and maybe it gets ugly for him. But it's gonna be a good fight, man. So last one before I let you go, Paro Hitchinson live in Puerto Rico. He's like my boy, shout out to Four Corners. He's like, he might get citizenship in Puerto Rico. He goes to Puerto Rico, he beats the man, and now he's fighting at his crib. I wonder what made him put the fight.
Boogeyman.
So was it the boogeyman, or was it just because? And then a little bit off that, to touch base off that, he got dropped by Matchroom.
Yeah, man. Well, look,
that's kind of bad. You don't think?
Yeah.
Is that an overreaction? Is that an overreaction or no?
Partly. Let's not forget, dude. Nobody was in a rush to fight Subriel. Nobody was lining up to fight that man, and he was trying to call out everybody. So there was some reality to that. I mean, homeboy was, I believe he was the real deal. I think this was a bad style matchup for him. I also think there's also a little bit of the home fight curse. A lot of fighters don't perform that well when they're fighting at home. I think this was kind of a situation as well. But Liam Paro, I want to take nothing away from him, man. He fought a good fight. He beat Subriel, and he didn't do it by running away from him or playing chicken with him. He went right at him and smothered him, and he was right in the lion's den for that one. As for like Subriel, I mean, you got to give him a lot of props for that, man. But this Hitchens is not Subriel, bro. It's a totally different style, and you got to give Hitchens the edge as far as boxing skills go. So I don't know, man. This one to me is another 50-50 as well. I'm very interested to see how this is going to go, because I think Liam Paro is a solid fighter. He's a real good fighter, and Hitchens may have gotten that kind of gift. I don't want to say it was a gift decision, questionable decision versus Lemos.
If it's a gift, then we got to call it for what it is.
All right. Hey, what do you think? What did you think of that?
You can say, well, I'm not arguing with the people not saying it was gifted.
It was close.
I can see how you can say it was gifted. I can definitely see. But but obviously Montana Love not being on the same trajectory stylistic wise, but kind of sort of similarly of the same style. So do you think he says that he's seen more boxers than punchers. So he's saying maybe I would be more worried if I was facing a puncher, but this guy's not a puncher. I've sparred with the best boxer. So it's basically in short, we're saying he's not bringing nothing to the table that he hasn't seen before. So, and then Parr was kind of riding high. You know, he was the underdog against Jordan Love. I was out there in San Francisco. Reggie was out there, and we were just shocked. Like, I didn't think Montana was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to get looked that bad because I didn't think Montana was going to win regardless. I think Liam Parr could win unless they rob him, but I didn't think he was going to stop him. And then we definitely did not pick him to beat Subriel Matias. I didn't.
You know what though? I was watching his mid where his warm up. He was doing a press workout in Puerto Rico, and man, I was a little surprised by the sound of the mitts when he was hitting the mitts. Homeboy has some heavy hands, bro. He doesn't have a whole lot of KOs, at like the highest KO ratio, but I think he's got some power in those hands, man. And so that worried me a little bit because I'm like, yo, those punches sound mad hard, bro. So but I still didn't think he was going to do the win. I knew it was going to be a better fight than expected. I didn't think he was going to beat Subriel like that.
And then one thing I wanted to touch, maybe he fed into his own ego. The word around town when Puerto Rico was he was feeding into the ego. Maybe 2 weeks before the fight, like he let go. He was at home. He was feeling comfortable. And then I don't know what went wrong. I feel like the drop is an overreaction. I think you just take him to the bottom. You give him something. I feel like Eddie Hearn has the fights for these guys. So I feel like dropping him was actually an overreaction, to be honest.
Completely, man. And then he also left his trainer as well.
Panda, he left Panda?
He left Panda, man.
At the time, they were saying it was rumored, and I never actually really spoke on it. I tried to reach out to Panda. He didn't reach back out.
Okay. So I that the last I heard was those things, and I haven't heard anything since then.
This was about Tank for Frank Martin in June, July, August. Yeah, I heard it around Crawford Madrimov. Paco just might be lacking a bit in area. Well, in a way, Carlos, yeah, but a lot of I feel like you know what it is with us New York guys, man. A lot of us New York guys talk a big game, so when we lose these big fights, people are waiting to climb down on you for talking a lot of shit, for walking around with your chest out. Like now, I'm seeing, you know, Paul Hitchison was semi-aggressive for the build-up of this fight, but now that it's fight week, he's definitely, you know, he's being more aggressive. And sometimes that plays a role against you. And like I said, let's see, because I don't feel like Paro has to knock him out, but Paro definitely could. I feel like he can do a lot. Because Richardson's not the biggest puncher in the book. 7 knockouts in 18 fights.
Right.
So this could be a case. Maybe he takes his best shot. I mean, I just fought the hardest punch in the division, arguably, right? Because between Subriel Matias and Gary Antoine, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think this guy's gonna present a challenge. Maybe that's the game plan Paro has. So.
Well, and don't forget, Paro likes to go to the body, man. And Hitchison, he's a pure boxer. And what's one thing you want to do to break down a pure boxer? You go to the body, and that's exactly what Paro does. So that part of his game is going to play a factor in this, and it could weaken Hitchens towards the end of the fight. So, I mean, again, this fight can go a lot of ways, man. And
he sounds concerned about the rehydration clause.
Oh, yeah.
He sounds very concerned about the IBF rehydration clause. For the people that don't know, obviously,
you got to 10 pounds.
So he sounds concerned in that. Don't know why, because you know that was the route that you took in the mandatory route. So you knew that's the only really rule that they apply with. So I don't know, man. They got right now. It's an underdog. He's the underdog right now, and rightfully so. It's just the fact that when I look at Liam Paro's last 2 fights compared to your last 2 fights, and boxing is what you done for me lately, sport. Especially when your name is not up there, boxing is a definite what you done for me lately. And for what Liam Paul has done for me lately, more than Richardson Hitchens. So I'm willing to eat some crow. I think I'm going to take Liam Paul, and I'm going to ride the Liam Paul wave. Let him prove me wrong. He proved me wrong. I'll be here Sunday morning, Monday night, and I'll tell you how I ate crow, how I went against the New York native. I ate some crow. I went to Beleng. I said, yo, I didn't give you a chance, my boy. You proved me wrong.
Yo, props to you for that, bro. You told him right up, straight to his face on
that.
Like,
I don't got no shit to tell you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think you have a chance. You know what I'm saying? I seen him later in the building. He tapped me on the arm. He's like, yo, I respect that. I ain't say it out there because, I didn't want to show that kind of side. But he's like, yo, I respect that a lot. A lot of people don't say, like, yo, bro, it is what it is. I don't got no problem Ian Crow. Hopefully he see this and one day he see me. He's like, oh, you bitch ass nigga. Because he's kind of rowdy with the media. So, man, but if you got to go, I appreciate you, Dave. Appreciate your time always, bro.
Anytime, brother, man. We do this again, and then you can come up on the channel too, and
let me know, man. Always, man. Appreciate you for having the time, spare me some time breaking down these fights with me, man.
Anytime,
have a good
brother.
night. Take care, my brother.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
We're getting ready for Jose Benavidez Sr. to come on.
Yes, sir. What a great fucking interview, brother. Great job. Bravo.
Getting ready for Jose to get on, man.
Jose, yo, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we had Jose on too.
When did we see Jose last?
Last year, leading up to
no, that wasn't even last year. That was this year. That was at the.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Yo, what? How much a year?
That was at the Madrimov Crawford presser. Remember, because he was
training. Yeah. You're right. That was the last time. But the last time we had him on the channel was the lead up to Benavidez Plant, which was also another great one. That was our first time in Vegas, man.
So be good.
We got another person in here. Shout outs to you.
Shout out to other people in. Make sure you like, comment. If you want to talk some boxing, leave a comment. We always up for a debate.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We waiting right now for Jose Benavidez. I just got off the phone with him about an hour ago. I just sent him the link. And should be a couple minutes. And let's see. So
yeah, the background actually worked out pretty well. Looked pretty great. You know what I'm saying? You had your boy looking like Mojo Jojo in the background while you guys were chopping it up there. Switch that back. You know what I need to? Oh, you know what I should do? I should get like a nice little background for Benavidez Morrell.
Yeah, get the Morrell Benavidez. The one the fight. The original fight ban is fine.
How you feel? You know what? Let's talk a little undercard preview while we're waiting. Immediately I see what is this? Pitbull Cruz?
He's on the card. He's fighting another Mexican. He's returning. I've obviously after the Rayo loss. So he's just hoping to get back on track. The fight I'm interested for is my guy, but both of my guys. I gotta make this clear. Boxing is not a team sport. You can have multiple fighters that you like and that you're a fan of. And when I mean my two favorite fighters in the 126-pound division, Cool Boy, I'm a fan, so I can follow him if you go to 130. But my guy that I can say I became a fan of Brandon Figueroa somewhat around the same time of Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. And watching the first fight when they unified at 122 pounds was a classic. If you didn't watch it, go watch Stephen Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa 1. It was an outright classic. If that's not a close fight that could have went either way, that's the definition of it. But I gotta be real. I spoke to Wahid. That interview is also coming out tomorrow. I am worried for my boy Cool Boy at 126. I am absolutely worried for him. He's acting like a little nut now ever since the Naya Inoue knockout. He's taking more risks. I feel like he's trying to be more gritty in the ring and it's starting to play against him. Carlos Castro in the Edgar Berlanga card, he knocked him down. And, there were moments in the fight where Cool Boy, and looked at like the size and the power at 126 might give him some issues. And it's worrying me because, this is Brandon Figueroa's fourth fight at 126 pounds compared to Cool Boy's second fight. So, WBC, who you picking, Morrell or Benavidez? Oh, man. I've always picked the boxer over the puncher. And this fight, man, is hard. As much as, It's hard. I was gonna. It's like you're stuck in a rock and a hard place, and that's the reason why I'm bringing Jose Benavidez on the show. Put it like this: I'm picking David to win. I'm picking David. Which David? That's the question. But
Okay. Yeah,
if I
that was
had to
great.
pick if I had to pick gun in my head, money to my head, I want to pick Morrell. And I'll just, sometimes that's just me, man. That's just me, man. I'll pick the boxer over the puncher. And only thing about this fight, I feel like it lost a little pizzazz, considering that both of these guys moved up in weight and their performances at the new weight class wasn't eye popping. So maybe the fight lost a little bit of its touch, but the questions that we got for Benavidez Senior in a couple minutes will be the ones that are going to be very interesting, because usually he's one of the most open guys, in the media circuit. He's always been a real guy. He always just tell it how it is. He tells you who he's talked to and if they conversation or not. And he's usually a real easy guy to reach out to. You can always just reach out to him and directly ask him a question. So I wanted to bring him on today and could break down this fight, the contract, everything, because for the people that don't know, this fight was supposed to happen last November. And then somehow the fight falls through the cracks, and then Demetrius Andrade becomes a front runner, David Benavidez. And then, we thought it would happen again. Something happened again, and then Benavidez goes to 175. He against Alexander Vostok, and then he also goes to 175. He goes to that Riyadh season. He was on that Terrence Crawford stacked undercard. And both of these guys basically have fight a couple months apart. David Benavidez fought June 15th on the co-main event of Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. And like I said, David Morrell was on that Terrence Crawford stacked card. It would have been better at 168 because that's when David Benavidez was being called a monster. At 175, he ain't look like no monster, but Jose also did say that he has some injuries, some rib injuries. So let's see. I give the man the credit because he's never been an excuse maker. David Benavidez has never been an excuse maker. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people weren't impressed. Was I impressed? Yes, because you can't knock out everybody, but he still showed tremendous hand speed. I guess it was just kind of new and different to see him, not used to him being the bigger man, because Vostok, it was a couple times where he looked down on him and where he took a couple shots. Davino or Ramirez? Ooh, what do you mean Davino? What do you mean, Carlos? Doo-doo-doom. Doo-doo-doom.
Jose,
He's here?
No, he's not here.
Oh.
You responded back to you yet?
No.
Yeah, we know.
I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to call him real quick.
Alrighty. Cool. So, Davino Ramirez. Can you type that again, Carlos? Can you type that again for us, brother? So we know what you're talking about.
All right, we just got off the phone. 2 minutes. Like your cap down.
2 minutes.
If you know, you know. 2 minutes. Jose Benavidez Senior will be joining us in 2
Let's take a stab to that. Yeah.
Shout out to Jose Benavidez Senior and the whole Benavidez team, the whole David Morrell team. I've been trying to get David Morrell. He's a hard man to find. The guy is quiet when it comes to the media. Like, he's gonna do the media scrums and everything, but in terms of like reaching out to him, he's a hard guy to get. He's a hard guy to find. He doesn't have a PR team that I'm aware of, and doesn't have that person I can just directly go through. I reached out to him in English and Spanish. I ran into him at the Berlanga fight, McGrory, when me and Reggie were down there. What was it? Casino Royale? That's what it's called, Reggie?
Yeah, it's Caribe Royale.
Caribe Royale. Oh yeah, the joint with Tim Tszyu just fought. Yeah, man, and it's been hard to get him. So hopefully, Senior can give us some of the questions that we've been wanting, and that's why I got him here today in Boxing with Chris. So make sure you keep liking, make sure you keep subscribing, and we're gonna keep talking that boxing. Who knows? For the next episode, I'm working on getting Edwin De Los Santos in here. He should be talking. He was supposed to be rematching with Rob. I got a lot of people chefing up. I'm not gonna sit here and we gonna bring the guests on, talk about whatever that they got going on, any expected plans, any faulted plans, even if it's for whatever the time.
Yes, sir. And we got him here.
We
Gonna
got
bring him
Jose
on.
Benavidez Senior here,
Yes,
and we're
sir.
ready. Jose, how you doing? How's everything?
I'm doing real good, man. Super happy, super motivated. We're here in Miami, in camp for David Benavidez against David Morrell for the WBA and world title and the WBC interim world title. So we're excited, bro. We're working hard.
I remember when we spoke in Vegas after the victory against Caleb Plant. While everybody was, clamoring obviously over Canelo, you was like, obviously that's the fight we want, but we're always gonna be able to take the second or third best option. How did the contract work this time out compared to the last two times? We know that after the Caleb Plant, he was in the running, and somehow Demetrius Andrade became the fight. And then after Andrade, we definitely thought it was going to be Morrell after that, but then it became Vosdick. So, what were the closing deal terms that closed the fight that we finally got it now?
You know what? We've been trying to get that fight for a while. You know, Morel's been talking a lot of shit, and we've been wanting to fight. In order to make history in boxing, you got to fight the best. And I believe that he did have good credentials. He was a very decorated amateur fighter. Now he's a two-time world champion, uh, and I mean, he's good. He's young, hungry, fast, left-hander, and. I think everybody's really excited about this fight. So David just said, I want to fight Morrell. It's time. Give me Morrell. And he called out Al Heyman, and that fight was made right away. So, uh, you know, uh, it's made. Everybody's happy, and it's gonna be an exciting fight. We're super motivated for this fight.
So we gotta talk about the elephant in the room with, you're gonna have the critics. So if he goes tooth and nail with David Morrell, how do you go tooth and nail with a guy with 11 pro fights? And then if he knocks Morrell out, or if he dominates Morrell and steps on him, then you were supposed to dominate a guy with 11 pro fights. So you're kind of in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. So how does that play a factor into
Well, well,
the
it
marination?
doesn't matter who you fight. People are always going to say, if we fight Canelo, people are going to say, hey, David beat him because he was old, and we already knew that he was deteriorating. So at the end of the day, right now, we don't really care, man. We just fight whoever we think it's dangerous, and give the fans what they want to see. David wants to make history, so we're here to fight whoever, man. We're here. I'm very positive and very I feel good feeling about this fight. David's gonna stop Morale, and we never think about losing. David's looking super strong, super motivated, mentally, physically. He's in great shape and super fast. Last Friday we finished with 13 rounds. On Monday we did 10 rounds. Tomorrow we're gonna spar again, so we have four guys that we put in there fresh, fresh, fresh. So I mean, they're always gonna talk, bro. To be honest, they're gonna say that yeah, Morrell wasn't ready, this and that. We're never gonna get the credit, man. But I believe that he is a dangerous fighter. We're not underestimating David Morrell. He's a very dangerous fighter, a hungry fighter, young fighter, left-hander, and you know, uh, we're not taking him lightly, but I believe that there is levels to this sport, and David's in another level.
And how is his sparring have been an issue considering the style? Considering the style now, or is it something that we're just gonna keep on track and stick to the David Benavidez game plan?
Yeah, you know what? Styles don't really matter to me. There's no way we're gonna find a Morel. There's no Morel, So we're doing our job. We're sparring left-handers. We're trying to stay with the game plan. What we're gonna do? We need left-handers, If we're ready for wherever. If Morel wants to come and box, we got something for him. If he want to stay in there and Brock, we got something for him, And we're getting ready for whatever style he wants to do. You know, whatever he brings. You know, we know what David Morrell does. You guys know what David Benavidez has been doing in the past. He's only 27 years old. You know, and he is just getting better and better and better. I believe that we have fought more opponents that are better, and David has looked very impressive. So, uh, you know, it's going to be a tough fight the first rounds, but I believe that David is going to stop him maybe like in the 7 or 8 round.
Ooh. Like that's always like because the claims are strong and you stand on business. Jose, thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time. It's always valuable. And shout out to the team. Shout out to always you for always being a man of your word. And we'll definitely be looking forward to talking to you soon in the future. Take care, brother. Happy holidays, all right?
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I want to thank the fans for your support, man. Thank you guys for bringing us in. I really appreciate it, brother.
All right. Have a good night, man. See you soon, man. Ooh-wee. You got it, man.
Another one.
You heard it, man. David Benavidez. He sucked for David Morrell. He went and searched and he went and seeked David Morrell. That's what he wanted. And that's hopefully what we're gonna get. It's gonna be a great fight. And got a lot of good boxing. I feel like PBC took the rest of the year off because they're planning to do some very big things in 2025, considering the whole deal with Amazon. There's not like a Showtime deal. I think they're doing more like they're putting on events. So we're going to let you put on maybe 10, 12 events and let's see what you got. So I think that's why they're being very strategic with the fights, you know, with the Tank Lamont Roach, March 1st, David Benavidez, David Morrell, February 1st. Considering those fights are going to be on pay-per-view, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some free bouts during their year. So it's going to be very good. Fight fans, if you hear, leave a comment. Let's talk some boxing. Matter of fact, Reggie, drop the link. Let's see who wants to join. We got a couple people in here. Let's see. I just hit up Edwin De Los Santos. Let's see if bro can come on. Let's see. Who knows? I might get my man Shoo on. Let me make a couple calls. These fighters are never too far away when you're a good guy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we just dropped it, man.
Yeah, so
get your money. Get your money. All I ever wanted was a Quebec Grand National.
So let's see. Let's see. I just sent bro out.
It's not enough. So mustard.
Boom, 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 boom.
Mustard.
Let's see. I think GHB just got out the lie.
Oh yeah. What's that? 3? That's 3. We had 2 yesterday.
Bruce.
Hold on, man. I don't know about that. What you doing, buddy?
My boy Bruce, so I'm about to catch a flight. Probably on that vacation. You know, my boy he just fought on that Tyson Jake Paul card. So bro probably about to go on a nice vacation. Don't blame him. I don't blame him. See, leave a couple more fight fans. See if I could get the man, the myth. I really wanted Greg on to talk about this Javante subject. That's what I really want. I want to get Greg on. We got Jose on. I'm really trying to get Greg on for this Javante subject. Your man Tank. Tank.
Oh, wait, hold on. Did you just say Tank?
Tank.
For what? Like, who have Shakur? What have Shakur done?
Play the clip again. Play the full clip for the fans. Can we play the full clip for the fans, Reg? Please, I appreciate it. Can we play the full clip for the fans?
For what? Like, Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you face?
Looking more better than him. Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga. So I keep screaming this nigga name. He haven't done nothing.
So what do you say?
Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football. Shit don't win in boxing.
Are you losing the love for the sport?
I got an interesting vid. I'm Reggie. I want to send it to you. Hopefully you can play it just like this one. I got an interesting video. It's an interview. It's Gervonta Davis versus I said versus like if he's a fight. It was the interview was with what's the dude name that was going viral, Reg, for flirting with Glorilla? You heard, Reg?
I heard you. I'm thinking.
What was the dude name? The dude name, I forgot his name. He got mad viral interviews, like when DJ Khaled, they ain't believing us and he's laughing right at him. And then they got the other one where he broke the Ray J glasses.
I know you talk. I can't
Speedy.
think of it. Yeah, I think that's it.
I got it.
We got a new message from Carlos. Carlos, din.
You think so? So he needs Teofimo to be elite. Carlos, drop the link, Carlos, if you want to join, man. This is the boxing I want to hear. Reg, I'm sending you this video. Let me know if you can. I just sent it to you on Instagram. And let me know if we can put it up because I kind of want to stay on that Tank subject for a little bit. If the fans want to chime in, obviously you're more than welcome. Reggie will be dropping the link. What's the most we can have at a time, Reg?
We can have a whole orgy in here, brother. Come on.
Hey, come on, bro. We're on fucking YouTube, bro.
There's nothing wrong with saying that, brother.
So let me know if the how did that work? Your boy kind of thirsty. I need a water.
Take a little water break, a little water. Get a little water.
Give me like 5. Who's this? And give me 5 seconds,
That's
Chad.
me.
Your boy got to get a water. Give me 5 seconds.
Yeah, we get him out of here. We got to get him a little. He got to get a little water. Oh, we got. Oh, damn. Oh wait. Oh, damn. Right as Carlos. Right as Chris came on, but you know what? We're gonna add him on anyways. Fuck it. Let's put Chris back on here too while we at it. All right. Boom. Yo.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me? Oh, man.
I hear you loud and clear.
You hear me, bro? Okay, no. No, I was saying, Davino, the one Robesi is gonna fight. The Mexican dude that beat him.
Yeah. I was my I don't know, my train was kind of off when you was like, what? I was kind of lost at the V. I was singing the V. I was like, the artist the V. I'm like kind of lost at the moment. You said that Tag need to fight T.O. to be elite?
Yeah, I think so, bro. Because man, just like Terrence Crawford, right? Terrence Crawford is tight, bro. I mean, he got skills. He got major skills. But he's like what, 36 years old?
Hell, he's 37, 38.
37? Come on, man. Look at what T.O.'s doing, bro. At 22, this boy a 2-time lineal champion. Like, who does that, bro? He already fought the people scared to fight. People scared to fight, but T.O.'s doing it. He's going in there and actually doing this stuff. Does Tank do this stuff? He don't do that.
My thing is the TO stock has dropped for me since he's went to 140. I know he's got the big win over Josh Taylor, but he's not looking like that monster that he was at 135. He doesn't have that power and definitely doesn't have the size advantage at 140 the way he did at 130. At 135, I definitely had him beating Tank. And I'm still at 135. I always said the guys that beat Tank are always going to be Tio and Shakur. But at the time, I didn't see obviously Tio with the weight issues, and then he moved up to 140. And then Tank, he's not a fan of moving up in weight really. So
Yeah.
I kind of sip that fight on the show. But at 140, who knows? At 140, it's just Tio don't got the power for me at 140, man. He's had what 6 fights at 140. He fought Ocampo. He fought Sandor Martin, Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz, Steve Claggett. He's got 5 fights at 140 with 1 stoppage. The power is definitely not transitioned to 140. And I think also, as much as respect I got for Senior, I also think getting a new trainer, even though I don't think it should have been Eddie Reynoso, I think it was rightfully somebody to take him on by now. Like, I feel like Senior did as best as he did with him.
So who you think he should have went with him?
Somebody that could use his skills. So I honestly believe Derrick James would have been good.
Jay sucks, bro.
Hell, he just went on a bad streak. He went on a bad streak. We can't. He went on a really bad streak with the July Spence getting fried. Then 6 weeks later, Charlo gets fried, even though I don't really count it because he was going up 2 weight classes. But then he gets it back with Ryan. But then he loses, and then Frank Martin gets knocked out by Tank. So he's been up and down.
Those guys, you know why? You know why those guys from Texas, they always lose to boxers? You know why? Because all they are is bangers. That's it. They're just bangers. They're not even smart bangers. They're just go out there. You know what I mean? You were talking about Fulton, right? I like Cool Boy because he's a smart banger, bro. You know what I mean? He was beating Figueroa by 1 or 2 or 3 shots. Figueroa would get 4, he'd get 6. All the time, I've noticed that. And he's going to do the same thing, right? He's going to do the same thing in his next fight. But what
you're picking Cool Boy?
Yeah, I'm picking Cool Boy for that, man. I like that dude, bro.
Sorry, man. I love Cool. I think he gets stopped. I think he gets stopped. And then you got to remember, he's training with Bozy now. Bozy's making him more offensive minded. Because you know what happened? When I was watching the Edgar Berlanga, I was like 10 minutes in. So when I walk into the Cool Boy fight, it's like in the second round. So when the second round finished, I'm like, yo, that's Bozy in the corner. Very next round, I see a whole different type of side of Cool Boy. He's stepping on the gas. He's going forward. That might play a part against Figueroa, man.
Maybe, but you know what I like about him, bro, is that he always brings his heart to the fight.
No. He's gonna fight. Never no excuses. He always fights. And that's what I've always liked about him. He's always fights.
And that's what I like, bro. That's what I like about him and about who else, man. There's another dude that fights like him, man. I was like, man, now this is boxing right here, bro. You know what I mean? Like Robesi and Davino, how they fought, man. That was a nice fight. You know what I mean? And but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I think that this boy, what's his name? He needs Teofimo because Teofimo got too much accolades, bro. He's like I think he's on the top of everybody right now. And so I just think that Tank is getting older and he ain't fighting nobody. Maybe that's what he's trying to say, that he's retiring. Because he wants to get out those contracts so he can start doing his own thing. That's what he really wants to do.
I mean, I feel like due to the money that he's been getting as the last 3 fights, maybe he's looking at it like, yo, I can cash out without having to take the big risk. That's why he's looking at it now because
Well, how can you?
Reg, did I send you? I just sent you the video, right? Reg.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I'm just been trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this on the stream. Give it a
Play
second.
that video. I want you to listen to this video. This was Tank. If anything, just show your phone and flip the camera, Reg. This is
Yeah.
Tank. Let me see if I could just do it. This is Tank. I think I got it here.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, I gotta. Oh, I wonder how I can do that.
I got it here.
I want to with Benavidez because I want him to sign my boys, man.
Oh, I can download.
You say you got it?
No, you got it. You got it.
10. Give me 1 second. 10.
Haney? Yes. Lomachenko? Yes. Tiafimo? Yes. Cambosis? No. Is there anyone I'm missing, or is that it? Yeah, but I don't want to say his name. Shakur?
So my take, what has changed from summer of 2023 to winter of 2024 for Gervonta Davis? That is why he wants to retire, because that back end money is good. Al Heyman is giving him a solid upfront guaranteed purse of $3 to $4 million. And people but he's only doing 250,000 pay-per-view buys. Yeah, but they're not investing a lot in him. This is a business. You're not investing. If I'm paying the main star only $3 million, $4 million at best, nobody else is getting paid more than $350 probably. So it probably cost me $10 million to set up a Tank card. Let's do math, ladies and gentlemen. Can we all agree that Tank is a ticket seller? Can we agree? He's a ticket seller, correct?
Yeah.
So if he's doing, I'm going to give you an example. He did $4 million gate for Rolly Romero. That's a $4.2 million gate, highest at the Barclays Center. And he did 250,000 pay-per-view buys at $85 a pop. 250,000. What just happened? Oh shit!
No, that's me.
What did he do with Frank Martin? Well, how much did he do with Frank Martin?
He did 350.
350.
So let's do that one. So 350.
Who was on that card? Who was on that card? Was Benavidez on that card?
Benavidez was the co-main event.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, Tank needs somebody all the time. He always needs
He's done pretty good with the pay-per-views. My thing is, if anything, I kind of think it underachieved a little bit. I was expecting 400 because if David was doing 100 by himself, 115, I'm expecting a guy that naturally could do 250. Now you're bringing these clash of styles, two different bases. This fan base is called what it is. You're bringing in the Latinos, you're bringing in the blacks. I mean, I was expecting 400. To be honest, I was expecting that Dan Raphael Tuesday morning 420, 425. When I saw it was 350, I was like, it's not bad, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe I just set the standard too high, but still 350,000 at $85 a pop is 29.7 million. You do a $6 million gate, that's 35 million. So they're winning with the Tank investment. They're winning. The fans want to see knockouts. So I feel like that's why it's working. I feel like that's why that recipe is working.
All right, let's just say he's a ticket seller, right? Let's just say he has that. But he's still not going to go down as one of the, like, for me, I love boxing. I love watching boxing, bro. He's not going to go down as one of the greatest because he ain't really fought nobody. He brings everybody up from a lower weight up to fight, and he knocks them out. That's what you're supposed to do.
No, right? Definitely. I've been wanting to take back Tank's biggest critics. Reggie, can you play the clip of me and Tank this week at the Barclays Center? Listen to what I say, Carl. Listen to what I say, Los. Listen to what I say. I'm a media guy. I question all fighters. What you gonna do? Beat me up? The most you guys you can't. You guys got to beat me up or not answer my question.
Can we see you with Shakur before you go?
For what? Like, Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you face?
Looking more better than him. The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga. So I keep screaming this nigga name. He haven't done nothing.
So what do you say?
Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid
you can
of
stop
what?
the video, Reg.
Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it got to be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like,
Yo, Reg, you can take it off, Reg.
He don't have no offense. Everything is defense.
De Los Santos would have been a better fight than
Exactly. I said it. You built the Shakur fight with fighting De Los Santos.
Yeah, man. Why didn't they do? That's what I'm trying to tell you. He don't even want hard fights. He wants something he knows.
And I've said it. I've been saying it. That's a great fight. Obviously, I don't think you could. There's a yo, but this the cat. I'm like, look, bro, that is a great fight because he's sitting here entertaining Ryo. He stopped Ryo. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like my business with Tank, my beef with Tank kind of is what you just said. People that hope, but Chris is best. Like when I talk to the guys I know boxing. So when I remember I was at the Canelo Charlo presser here in New York, and they were saying, "Oh, but he beat Leo Santa Cruz, Hall of Famer, 4-division world champ." I said, Leo Santa Cruz is a 122-pounder who had to go up 2 weight classes because it was during COVID. When he fought him at 130.
Hey, and they kept showing.
Why do we forget that? Yes, he had arguably one of the most best knockouts of all time against Leo Santa Cruz. But let's be real, Leo Santa Cruz jumped up 2 weight classes, and it was only because he was out of shape during COVID. Let's be realistic. Mario Barrios. Now Mario Barrios is one of the best names on his resume because he's, after Tank, he did lose to Keith Thurman. But he goes on to welterweight. He beats your Dennis Ugas. He stops Giovanni Santiago. He just beat Fabian Maidana. He was just on this fight on the Jake Paul. So he's been looking good. So that win has been looking good.
Barrios went wrong. You know what Mario Barrios went when he went with Virgil Hunter? That's where he went wrong. If he would have stayed with his original coach, he would have been a beast. But I don't know why he left that dude, man.
But now look, when they say that Barrios is one of his best wins, I say the same thing. Barrios, he also put a rehydration clause. And Barrios came out a year later and stated it. He didn't even state it during fight week. He didn't state it at the post presser. He didn't state that him and Tank didn't have a rehydration clause a year later. He said, yeah, it was a rehydration clause on that fight. And then, so do you give him a pass because he did jump up 2 weight classes to fight Mario Barrios, even though he put a rehydration clause? Does he get a pass?
No, he don't get a pass.
Because it's like if you're at 160, you want to fight a 75-pounder, but you put a rehydration clause.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, he's good for business, man. But as far as like the legacy, he's not he won't be a legend in my book. Maybe in somebody else's, but not in mine.
Nah, I think with him is he's just gonna draw a lot of cash. But people are starting to catch on. He's starting to get up the ladder here. Who the fuck is this guy? As much of respect as I got for Lamar Roach, that's all I see on any Tank Davis Lamar Roach. But who the fuck is Roach?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna go look at Lamar Roach's fight today. Like, I gotta see this fight to even make a judgment on this fight because I don't even remember any of that guy's fights. Lamar Roach.
See, he had the split decision loss to Jamel Herring. Shout out Jamel Herring, my guy, New York native.
Hey, bro, they're all paying each other, man.
Yeah, they DMV paying each other, so it was a lot of respect.
Yo, wait, tell Bull come back. I just saw him in the corner.
Who?
Your boy GHB. Tell him to join back in. I was just about to let him in.
Join. Oh, come back. Oh shit.
Yeah, tell him come back.
Oh shit, Los. Let me bring you back up, Los. I'm gonna bring up my boy GHB up in here.
Yeah, man. God bless you guys, man. Thanks for the chat,
my boy.
Of course, bro. Salute.
Had that Tank video ready for my boy GHB.
Which one?
The one from the presser. Not ready. Wait for my boy GHB. Greg Hackett TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to my guy GHB TV, man. It's my guy.
3, 2, 1. Going right into it.
Greggy. We got Greggy in here.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
My guy G.
Yo, what's going on?
G, what's going on with your man Tank, man? What's going on?
What you mean?
What's going on? Is he getting too much money now? How you gonna deny the Shakur fight now, man? What's going on?
Me, I think a lot of it got to do with the scheduling. But I also think like they know Shakur is like one of the biggest fights for him. You know what I mean? So we can't just pick guys just because everybody want us to fight them guys. And I mean, we got to be the right guys at the right time. Now that's just me speaking as, you know, a guy who understand how they trying to move. But me as a fan, I want to see Shakur. I want to see Keyshawn. I want to see Andy Cruz. I want to see all the top 35s in there with Tank.
I gotta play the clip. Reggie, play the clip from the presser here in Brooklyn the other day, man. Look at the slander, man. Look at the slander, man.
Can we see you with Shakur before you go?
For what? Like, who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you face?
More better than him. Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga. So I keep screaming this nigga name. He haven't done nothing.
So what do you say?
Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football. Shit don't win in boxing.
Are you losing the love for the sport?
So what you think about that, G?
I think he having fun trying to control narratives. Like he just putting energy out there that, you know what I mean, that like some people gonna bite onto, some people gonna listen to it, some people gonna call it bullshit. But at the end of the day, he having fun. That's what it looked like to me. He having fun. He just talking shit. He know he just talking shit though.
You think he trolling with the whole retirement thing though?
Of course he is. Why would he
know,
throw away
man.
so much?
How long you think a guy gonna keep trolling with retirement though, man? This was the whole thing when we was out there in Vegas I was out there for the Canelo Munguia weekend, so they did the press of Frank Martin, and that was already one of the things he was talking. He's like, man, I was gonna get my money and disappear. I'm trying to get my money and disappear. It's not like he's making that more like the conversation. I'm just trying to get my money and get up out of here. So what you think?
Yeah.
After that payday changed them a little bit, which is rightfully so. Money can change people for the better or the worse, and if it changes him to be a family man, who the fuck is? As long as he leaves safe, he's never taken a lot of punishment from what we've seen. So
money is going to change any and everybody, right? The thing is how shit starts to change when you start making that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just you that's changing. People around you be changing. You feel me? The situations you get put in change. You feel me? So if he's serious, it's because of the business side. Business side is bullshit. You know what I mean? But if he just trolling, it's because he just keeping shit interesting. He keeping shit out there for y'all to talk about.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's kind of trying to downplay the fight, and then in the sense is like,
of course,
you need a good dance partner at this point, because at the end he's starting to get a little of that of here we go. Like if you're looking at the comments on the PBC there, you know, for the casuals and some of the boxing fans, it's starting like people starting to get the Tank, you know, all right, bro, we don't give a fuck, bro, because you're not fighting none of the main guys, and when you do fight them, you're putting a rehydration and weight classes and weight clauses on them. So
yeah,
I don't know. He needs a good dance partner, man. And if he ain't got, I feel like he's got, even if it ain't Shakur, there's a couple still good dance partners for him on his side of the street, but he's not willing to go to 140.
For sure, it definitely is. But the thing is, what people keep forgetting, bro, they want to blame the fighters. It's not the fighters, it's the business. The fight. How can the fighters be in control if you got guys who own networks and guys who own the promotional companies controlling this shit? How can the fighters be in control? It's not the fighters. He would have been for Shakur. He would have been for T.O. He would have been for whoever else. It's not them. It's not the fighters though. It's the business side, bro. They the ones that's fucking the game up.
But how about when you're the biggest, when you're a star, like, you know, like a Tank, like a Canelo, you know, like look at Canelo, perfect example. He's a big star, so even if I'm signed with Al Heyman, I'm gonna go fight. I'm gonna go fight the zone fighters. People feel like you have the power to make that. That's where people are with Tank. They're like, yo, you have the power to make fights.
Think about when these guys was in the amateurs and they didn't know nothing about a diet and they had to strain to make weight. Think about when the motherfuckers ain't had no money and they was broke and they needed money to go to the tournaments. They needed money to do whatever just to support themselves. Nobody was there. You think I'm going to fight motherfuckers just because you want me to fight them? You know what I mean? We gonna get it popping when I say we gonna get it popping. That's how they feel. But I don't think it's them. I think it's the business, bro. I seen how this shit be ran, bro. It's the business. I'm telling you.
So you think it's a troll? So we gotta go switch topics. We just had Benavidez on, and I had to tell him, do you think he gets the credit for David Morrell? Because if he goes tooth and nails, how do you go tooth and nail with a guy that you got more knockouts than he has fights? And if he beats him, you're supposed to beat him. It was only his 11th pro 12th fight. So do you think he's damned if he's do, damned if he's don't in this kind of fight?
I mean, he get a little credit for Morrell because Morrell's not a slouch. Morrell is a big kid, and Morrell is Olympian. So Morrell is a good look. But the thing is, you can't get mad at David Benavidez because Canelo didn't want to fight him. He kept screaming Canelo. Canelo kept screaming no. So what you gonna do? You feel me?
Maybe this one of those fights. Maybe if David Morrell, years down the line becomes a star, looks good on the resume.
I mean,
because
yeah,
I feel like he's gonna get the negative part. I honestly feel. I don't feel like there's a win-win for him. Obviously, it is like you said because David Morrell, but I feel like people are still gonna. Well, he was supposed to do that, bro. He has more knockouts than he has fights. Like, come on, David Morrell was way too green. I get he's an Olympian, but come on, like, let's be real. Would you toss a guy? Well, Greg Hackett toss a fight of 11 pro fights with a guy, not a guy in like that, but basically a guy with 3 times the experience.
I mean, here's the thing. David Benavidez probably had like 20 amateur fights. David Morrell probably had 200 amateur fights. Benavidez turned pro early and he got more pro fights. So it pretty much even out. And you can tell Morrell is a problem because whenever you put Morrell in there with an average fighter, he beat him up. Now he had a little trouble in his last fight because you in there with a for sure light heavyweight, and this is your first fight at light heavyweight. Things are a little different. He got to learn how to pace himself. But he is of the top echelon at light heavyweight or super middleweight. So I mean, it's only right that they fight. If Benavidez couldn't get Canelo or Bivol or any of those guys just yet, why not Morrell?
So before we log off, Greg, give me the prediction. Who you got? Got to put you on the spot.
Benavidez stop Morrell in the 10th round.
You got what kind of stoppage? One of he gets Mamma Mia, he pounces on him, takes a lot of punishment in the stool. What you think?
I think it's just gonna be a breakdown. It's gonna be a nice breakdown. They're gonna wear him out, punch him to the body, beat him up a little bit. Just wear him out, stop him, kind of make him quit.
Greg, I appreciate your time, big bro. Get home safe to the little one and the family, bro. I appreciate your time always, bro.
All right, I appreciate you.
I'm drinking an empty water.
Yes, sir.
So that's what it is. Boxing with Chris. The fight fans all over the world. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we're gonna be back again to talk that boxing again. Make sure you follow my Instagram, Boxing with Chris, all together. Got a lot of work from that DC presser. Shout out to my boy DC Sniper. He went out to DC. He covered that Tank Roach presser today. We're gonna be working on clips for tomorrow. So shout out to everybody that joined the chat. everybody. I appreciate you for joining. Make sure you keep liking and subscribing because we're gonna be back again to talk that boxing again. Reggie and that motherfucker, man.
Oh yeah. See you, brothers.